नहीं ठीक है बात, तो सारी बातें सुन के हम करेंगे।
Good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, class. So, a very welcome to my class, my physics class. So, we are just going to continue from where I left in the previous class. That is,
Morning, sir.
I was discussing about the difference between distance and displacement, and now we are going to understand what is basically speed, velocity, and acceleration, and what are the different kinds of it. Okay, then we'll come to the graphs, certain graphs. So those were concerned.
Good morning, sir.
Videos. So that video will be uploaded today only. So you will be given a 3 video link today. Okay, that will be including today's also. Okay, so coming to the topic. So let's start the today's topic that I was telling you. So this motion is further, you can say it can be uniform and non-uniform motion. Non-uniform motion. In non-uniform motion, you can further divide it into 2 parts. These will be your increasing speed, decreasing speed. Decreasing speed. So let's understand what is basically uniform motion. So uniform motion is basically, you can write here uniform motion. When there is equal change in position, equal change in position.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. When there is an equal change in position in equal interval of time, in equal interval of time, then that motion is said to be uniform motion. Okay, means when the position is changing equally in equal interval of time. In other words, you can say if a body is traveling in such a way so that it travels 2-meter distance in every 1 second, so that will be categorized under the uniform motion. So what about non-uniform motion? So non-uniform motion can be written as there is an unequal change in position in unequal interval of time. So you can write like this: when there is unequal change in position in equal or unequal interval of time, in equal or unequal interval of time. So this can be understood in such a way, if I am saying that if any object is there that is traveling 2 meter in first 1 second, and first second that is traveling 4 meter in a 2 second or 1 second. So there will be unequal change in position in every equal interval of time. Or in other words, you can say there will be equal change in position in unequal interval of time. Means if 2-meter distance is traveled each and every time, but time interval increases, so that will come under the non-uniform motion. So this non-uniform motion can be further categorized that it can be increasing speed or decreasing speed. Okay, so this is all about your means uniform motion and non-uniform mode. Coming to the speed and velocity. So we'll see what is basically speed and what is velocity, how these are going to differ. Okay. So after seeing the speed and velocity, we'll come to the acceleration, and then we'll discuss about the graph. That is a different graph, that is position time graph, velocity time graph, and acceleration graph. Okay. So we'll discuss these things. So coming to the what is basically speed. Speed can be defined as the rate of change of position.
Good morning, sir.
Morning. The rate of change of position is known as basically the speed. You can write like this. Suppose a person start moving. This is easy. And at time t is equal to t1, this person what as x is equal to x1, and this person reaches to this position at time t is equal to t2, and the position is x is equal to x2. So speed can be written as rate of change of position. So it is basically your x1 and it is your x2. So your
X2 minus X1.
yes, change in position will be your x2 minus x1. This will be. So this can be written as x2 minus x1 upon t2 minus t1. So this will be your speed, and the SI unit of speed is equal to meter per second. And speed is your scalar quantity. What is this? This is a scalar quantity.
Scalar quantity.
It has only magnitude. It does not have any direction. Okay.
Magnitude.
Yes, sir.
You can understand in a way. Suppose I am saying, means my car was moving with speed 40 kilometer per hour. Okay. So this will be only the speed. If I am saying my car was moving with 40 kilometer per hour in north direction. So once I added direction here, then it becomes the velocity.
Velocity.
Okay. So there is a very
Yes, sir.
minor difference in speed and velocity.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Yes. Any question?
Please admit Aryan Singh.
Yeah.
Sir, please admit Aryan Singh.
Yeah.
Sir, he is saying please admit Aryan Singh.
So I admitted. Okay. I admitted. Okay. So this was your speed, and if you are saying that it is a scalar quantity, so you can understand speed will be always positive. It can't be zero and negative. Speed will be always positive. So you can write one more important point here. Speed is always positive. Okay. So let's describe speed in different parts. Yeah, different kinds. So speed can be divided further. So it can be your uniform speed or constant speed, or it can be your average speed, or it can be your instantaneous speed. So we are just moving towards the average speed. So what is basically average speed? When we'll see it, and we'll try to solve the question on the basis of this average speed.
Total distance upon total time.
Total distance upon total time.
That's very important formula. It's very easy to say total distance upon total time. Whenever people used to do the numerical based on this, they didn't get the answer. Okay. So should I erase this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Have you gone through the revision test paper?
Yes, sir.
It was means easy or it was means it was good just.
It was good.
Okay.
Sir, good, quite tough.
Quite tough? No, it was not tough, I think. Okay. So, the speed, we'll understand, it can be your uniform speed.
Non-uniform speed.
Yeah. Uniform speed and non-uniform speed. Non-uniform speed. Average speed.
Instantaneous speed.
Yeah. Instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed. So these has to be discussed. So I already told you about the uniform motion and non-uniform motion. The same will be applicable here. When you are talking about
Yes, sir.
uniform speed, then you can write there will be the equal change in position.
Sir, in equal time interval, distance covered by object is equal.
Yeah, yeah. And if you are talking about your non-uniform speed, so that will be equal change in position in unequal interval time. Or in other words, you can
Yes,
say,
sir, in unequal interval of time.
in other words, you can say unequal change in position in equal interval of time. Okay? In both manner you can describe. So if you are talking about the average speed, so that's very important. Average speed. It is ratio of total distance
To the total time.
traveled by body
Upon TT.
and total time. So you can write like this: average speed is equal to total distance upon total time. Total time. So it's very important if you are talking about total distance and total time. Okay? And I will go through the questions on these topics. Let's understand what is basically the instantaneous speed. So this can be defined as instantaneous
Very, very small.
interval of time. Instantaneous speed is defined as
At an instant point of time.
rate of change of position, when time interval. So if you are talking about the time interval, then it should be mentioned by delta t. Time interval tends,
Yes, sir, very, very small.
tends to be very small. Or you can write like this. This can be written as
ds by dt.
Instantaneous.
Sir,
ds
for
by
instantaneous
dt.
speed, we need differentiation, no, sir?
Yeah,
Yes.
it can be written as
Yes, sir. ds by dt,
Distance,
sir.
limit delta t tends to
ds by
0,
dt.
delta s upon delta t. So if you are saying that this time interval, this delta t tends to 0, means you can't stop the time. You are not able to stop the time, but time interval can be minimized. Okay? So if this delta t or time interval is tending towards 0, and if you are calculating speed at that instant, okay, so that will be instantaneous speed. means instantaneous speed, or you, in other words, you can understand. So it's a speed at a particular instant. So time can't be means stop. We can't stop the time. Okay. So what we can do, we can just take the small interval of time. Okay. So that's why we are writing like here, delta t tends to 0. Or in other words, whenever you have given any equation, okay, you will differentiate it and you will put the value of t. So you will get the instantaneous speed. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Coming to the questions basis on the average speed. What are the different questions based on the average speed? Okay. So before coming to the average speed and average velocity, let's understand one more thing, that is average velocity, means velocity basically. So if you are talking about the velocity, then that will be rate of change of displacement, or change means change in displacement per unit time. Okay. So you can write like this. Should I erase this one?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You know, the paper I sent to you, that was the trailer. And once you will be giving examination, that will be the whole film of your paper. So
Yes, sir.
start studying. Okay.
Yes, sir.
सर पिक्चर अभी बाकी है.
Yes, still it's yet to be completed. Okay.
सर उसका सॉल्यूशन करवाएंगे.
Pardon?
सर रिवीजन टेस्ट दैट यू हैव गिवन, सर उसका सॉल्यूशन करवाएंगे.
Yes, I will try to solve in class only. Okay. So we can
Okay,
do these things tomorrow. Okay, I already provided you answer. Have you got answer key?
Yes, sir. We got answer, but solution, sir, tomorrow.
Yeah, solution. I thought that it should be quite convenient to solve these questions on a board. That's why so that you can understand well. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Coming to the velocity, what is basically velocity?
Rate of change of displacement with respect to time.
Yeah, whenever you are talking about the rate in physics, so be remember the rate means what? It is with respect to time, not with respect to money. Okay. So whenever you
Yes,
are
sir.
saying rate, so in physics, generally it means always talk in reference with time. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you can write here the rate of change of displacement. Okay. So rate of change of displacement, you can write here velocity is nothing, it's a change in displacement upon time interval. Time interval. It is always time interval, not time. Okay. So velocity is a vector quantity. Velocity is a vector quantity.
It has magnitude as well as direction.
Yeah.
Direction.
Vector itself defines it. It can be zero, negative,
It can be zero or negative.
or
पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिव.
Okay. SI unit will be 1 second meter per second. SI unit meter per second. So let's understand the different kinds of it. So this will be once again categorized in 4 parts. That 4 parts will be your, you can like
Uniform velocity, non-uniform velocity, instantaneous velocity, average velocity.
Average velocity.
yeah. It will be uniform velocity,
Non-uniform velocity.
non-uniform, and this will be
Average velocity.
and this will be your instantaneous. So when you are talking about the average velocity, so this is
Total displacement upon total time.
yeah, exactly. You can write like this: total displacement upon total time. Okay, and if you are talking about the your instantaneous velocity, so that will be your rate of change of displacement when time interval tends to 0, or means interval tends to infinitely small. Okay, so let's understand what is basically relation between distance and displacement. Can you tell me which quantities have a greater magnitude, distance or displacement?
Distance.
So distance is greater than displacement. So
And-
distance is greater than or equal to displacement.
Yeah, that's next question is that when distance become equal to the displacement.
So when a body moves in a straight line
In
from one
straight
point to another
direction.
point,
So, yes, sir, when a body moves in a straight line.
Exactly.
rectilinear motion.
Yeah, rectilinear motion. That's true. You can see, you can say here distance is greater than the distance is greater than or equal to
Or equal to displacement.
Displacement.
displacement. You can write. Okay. And
Yes, sir.
if you divide by time here, so total distance upon total time. So what it become? It become your
Speed.
Average
average speed.
velocity.
What it become?
Average speed.
Average speed.
Yeah, this is, and from here you can write one more thing: distance divided by displacement
Is greater than equal to 1.
This is one of the important relation. And from here you can write average speed greater than or equal to average velocity. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And further you can write average speed upon average velocity greater than or equal to 1. This is also one of the important relation. This is also one of the important relation. Okay?
Yes, sir.
So now we are coming towards the question based on the average speed and average velocity. Okay? So I'm just going to erase these things.
Wait, sir. Wait, please, sir. Wait.
Okay.
It can be 0 minus or plus SI unit of MS. Okay, sir.
Okay.
Raise it. You
Done?
can raise it, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir. Done. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So coming to the question is, this is the question. A boy used to go his school with u kilometer per hour and returns his home
Please dictate it, sir. It is not visible.
Okay. Okay, I'm just dictating it also. A boy used to go his school with u
Yes, sir.
km per hour and returns his home from school with v
Sir,
kilometer.
we have to write it.
Yes, you have to
Sir,
write.
we have to write it.
Yes, you have to write this. This should be in your notebook. Okay, I will check once.
Yeah, boy.
Yes, sir.
Find
School, from
average
school.
speed
आर्यन तुम सामने चले आ रहे हो यार.
of boy. Please keep quiet. The question is, once I am repeating this one, the question is,
Yes, sir.
a boy used
Yes,
to
sir.
go to his school with u km per hour and returns his home from school with v km per hour. Find average speed of boy. Yes, let me know the answer.
U plus
average
V upon 2.
Plus V by 2.
Pardon?
So U plus V
U
by
plus
2.
V
U
upon
plus
2.
V by 2.
No,
U
no,
plus V by 2.
no. Not a correct answer. Whatever I told you, go through that. I told you that the total distance upon total time should be total distance upon total time.
अच्छा स्पीड है ना.
Yes, you have to find
Speed is
average
equal-
speed.
Speed is equal to distance one time.
You have to find
Total distance
average
upon-
speed. What will be average speed? So let's solve it. I'm just going to solve.
Sir, UT plus VT upon 2.
No, I'm not given time and all those things. You have to consider it. So, solution of this. So let's say this is a home of boy. This is, let's say, home. And let's say this is school of that boy. Okay? And let's assume that the distance between home and school is x. Let's assume that the distance between
Yes, sir.
home and school is x. So, and when he was going the school, the speed was u
Speed
km
कितना
per
है?
hour. And
Delta x minus
Sir, V kilometer per hour, sir.
u km per hour when he was going to school, and when he was
सर
returning from
वो
school,
U V है क्या? U है.
v km per hour. This was the question.
स्पीड कितना है मेरा?
Okay. So I already told you that
Distance
what you need to write average speed is equal to total distance. Total distance upon total time. Times total distance upon total time. So,
2UV upon V plus U.
yeah, that's the correct answer.
2u plus 2v upon total time.
Let's see. So total distance will be your x for going home, going to school from home and returning back is once again x. So this will be your 2x. The total distance traveled by the boy will be 2x. So 2x. And how much time? Time taken by boy to reach the school will be equal to
हिमांशु सिंह माइक बंद करो अपना.
x upon u. Time taken by the boy to reach the school will be x by u. Okay? And time taken by
Yes,
the
sir.
boy to reach his home from school, this will be
T2 is equal to X upon V.
x upon v. We can put here the value. This will be t1 plus t2, and we can write here 2x upon. This will be x upon u, x upon v. Kindly solve it. We will get average speed. This will be your 2x, and this will be your x. You can take common. u plus v upon u into v. So it will be cancelled out and uv will go in numerator, so it will become 2uv upon u plus.
Sir, 4 upon v plus u.
No, this will be 2uv upon u plus v.
Upon u plus v.
Yeah. Is it clear?
Sir, I have one question, sir.
Yes.
Can I dictate?
Yes. Sure.
Sir, a man covers half distance with speed v and remaining half with speed v1 and v2. For equal time interval, find his average speed.
So this is the question. The half distance.
Wait, sir.
Half distance with v1 and remaining half with v2. That's the question.
Sir, and sir, remaining half with speed v1 and v2.
v1 and v2, but time interval is not given.
Sir, for equal time interval.
Okay, so I'm just going to that one, means for the three means speed. Okay, let's see that one. Then you can solve the question with yourself. Okay, I'm just going to third one. Okay. So in the similar one, should I erase these things?
Yes, sir, erase it over.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Wait
sir.
for a minute.
Okay.
The question you erase and solution not.
Okay. You can see here, I'm just briefing you the concept. Let's say a person is there that travels a certain distance in 3 equal parts. That travels certain distance with 3 equal parts. Okay. Let's say this distance is your x by 3, and this is also x by 3, and this is also x by 3. And for this interval a to b, the speed was u, and for this interval the speed was v, and for this interval, let's say speed was w. So these are the 3 different speed in equal distance. That is your x by 3, x by 3, x by 3. The total distance is x. So if you are willing to calculate the average speed in this case, so how you can calculate? You can just go through the same concept I told you, that average speed will be written as a total distance upon total time. Okay. Once you will write here the total distance upon total time. So before that, you need to calculate the time taken to travel distance from A to B, from B to C, from C to D, let's say. So from A to B, the time will be your x by 3u, and from B to C, it will be x by 3v, and the T3 will be your x by 3w, isn't it? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because
Yes,
I
sir.
have used the formula speed is equal to distance upon time. So time will be your distance upon speed. So I have calculated the time. Now you can go through this. The average speed is equal to total distance, and the total distance is x, because x plus 3 plus x plus 3 plus x plus 3, this will give you x. And the total time, let's say t1 plus t2 plus t3.
T3
Yes, it can be written as x, and it will be
x upon
3u plus x upon 3v
3v x upon 3w.
So you can just take the common x here, and this will be 1 by 3. This x by 3 can be taken common. So this will be 1 by u plus 1 by v plus 1 by w. So further you can solve it.
Yes, sir, x and x cancel. We will solve.
Yeah, let me solve you, all you people. Once we'll solve it, we'll get here x will be cancelled out. So this will be your, if x get cancelled, this will be 1, and this is 1 by 3. And once you will take the LCM will be UVW. So here it will become VW, and here it will be UW, and this will be UV.
W.
Okay, and this will be average speed will become 3UVW upon VW plus UW plus UV. This will be the average speed. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now I think Kutub, your question means you can get your answer from this concept.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Easily, sir.
Yes.
We understand very well, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay. So coming to the next question, if you are set to find out the average speed and average velocity during the circular motion, okay? So if let's say this is question for you people, you have to solve it and you have to tell me the answer in the next class, that is tomorrow. So the question is, find average speed and average velocity if a particle travels in a circle of radius r 3/4 part of circle, radius r and 3/4 part of circle. You can see the figure here. So this is the question. It is going from here to here and the radius is r. Okay, so this has to be calculated. Okay, so this question I will see the solution from your side. Okay, the time is going to over. It will be anytime it can be just ended the meeting. Okay, so this is the question that I wish to know the answer from your side.
Okay, everybody do that question. I want to see that question answered tomorrow. All of you. Okay, good, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, friends. We'll meet tomorrow and we'll see that.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.